What did we get ourselves into? Hey guys, it's Morgan coming back to you with another test ride. I don't know what to call it. It's another ride video. We're taking the 23-300 XC out into some hard enduro stuff. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering. Obviously, it does amazingly well out in the fast stuff in the desert, even fast, like tight single track. I know, fast, tight, you know what I mean. It works really good. Works really good in some, you know, kind of choppy rocks, not huge rocks, but definitely works great in, I would say, like B to A-B kind of riding. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but you know what I mean. It works really, really good in a lot of places, but we don't know how it's going to work in hard enduro. I'm excited to take it out to our local place, Dry Creek. It is desert hard enduro, so no, this is not Romaniac's big mountain stuff. Unfortunately, all that is covered up by snow now in Colorado, so I can't get any of that in there. But we do have some nasty Jeep rock crawler trails not far from here that I'm gonna go and probably slam this thing on the ground a few times all for you guys, because honestly, it's not my favorite terrain. I am not the best at it, which I think actually should be a really good test for this bike, because I'm not a wizard when it comes to trowsy kind of like gnarly hard riding. I think it will be really good test on this motorcycle to see how it does under a normal guy riding it in the hard stuff. The only thing I'm going to change before I do that is the rear tire. That is a V-Moto Force AT normal compound. I'm going to be putting on a V-Moto Force AT Apex compound. So it is not a full-on gummy tire. It's got a very sticky surface, but the knobs aren't the super gummy rolly knobs like a normal gummy. And honestly, the only reason I'm not putting like a gummy tire on for this is I like these tires and I want to be able to use it in other places. And the Apex compounds hold up pretty good for a sticky tire. And yeah, back to my whole tire rant I had where I said shut up about the tires. I'll try to remember to put a card up here. You guys gotta check that out. I stand by it. A much better rider than me would have no problem getting up on that tire or even a worse tire. But I'm gonna give myself the advantage I can, because I have the tires. And again, huge thank you to V-Moto Tires. They sponsor me, so they're free, so that's why I'm using it. Honestly, if I didn't have a free sticky tire to put on, I wouldn't be putting one on at all. Other than that though, I'm taking it out like it is. No fan on this bike yet, because the whole stator issue. The stator will run a light and it will run a fan, but it won't run them at the same time. Well, it'll run them until the battery dies, and then the bike, anyway, so. Which actually, again, on this bike, since it has the capacitor, the bike will continue to run, I think, although it might not. Actually, it probably wouldn't run. You could turn, it would kill the battery, kill the bike. You could turn all that junk off, and then you could probably bump start the bike and ride, I think. But it wouldn't run it all at the same time, because it needs the voltage from the battery to run the, or the capacitor to run the ignition. And so anyway, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So this video is not about that. So yeah guys, got Bulletproof Designs rear disc guard, Enduro Engineering aluminum skid plate, because I think while plastic skid plates slide over things better, aluminum is more protective of the frame. I am going to be switching back to the stock plastic on this for a lot of what I do, but this hard enduro kind of banging stuff, I like to have an aluminum skid plate. We've got Bulletproof Designs fork lug protector on this side. I did switch to the System Tech Racing front disc guard, because honestly, I really like it better than the aluminum one. I just think it's better. John Seahorn's SXS front disc guard is also plastic. I like that. Got our G-Rip bar ends. Quick note on these guys, a couple people have noticed or talked about it. They don't make your bars this much wider. They slide over the bar. They only make the bar about this much wider, this outside section. So they don't, anyway, they're not a huge like widening of the bars. Obviously got our Mako 360 on here. I did switch to the purple polymers with the orange shark bite for my oldness. It's a nice cush setup. I'm not changing suspension settings. These are the settings that TBT recommends. So, by the way, what that is, 4.5 Newton meter rear spring, static sag went up 35 millimeters, rider sag 102 to 105. All this is how it is. On the shock, we are running high speed compression. I've actually got it at 1.5 out. It says 2.0 right there. I've tested it enough. I like a little more high speed compression damping. Low speed compression, I've got 18 clicks out and rebound 15 clicks. So on the fork, I am running 150 psi in the fork also. I've just been testing again with that. I put another 5 pounds in it. I like it. Holds it up in the stroke just a little bit. Maybe I'm a little bit heavy, I don't know, but you know, heavier than what I said. I haven't checked, but I'm about 185 pounds right in there. So anyway, so I'm running 150 psi in the fork, and we got compression set at 15, rebound set at 18 on the fork. And yeah, I'm gonna put this wheel on and we're gonna go ride. If you guys want to see some hard enduro on the new TBI, stick with us. All right, guys, we're out here. We are gonna start on the see if I can, there you go. We're gonna start on the topless. We're not going to death row. That's really, really hard. We're gonna go to topless. It's one of the easier, quote unquote, rock crawling trails. They're rating it at 8. You gotta understand that these ratings are for Jeeps. So for me, all of this is hard, right? So all of them are hard, but topless is a little bit easier than some of the other ones. We're gonna go up topless, down topless, and we're gonna head back over and we're gonna go up Die Tryin. I don't know if we'll go down Die Tryin because it kind of sucks going down. Anyway, whatever, we'll see. And then if we still have time, we might try to do Cactus 1 or 2. And that's like a progression from easier to harder. Again, for me, all of these are hard. Like, seriously. Also, you can see I'm going to be filming with the 11 Mini. I got this camera on my Dango mount, so I'll be filming with both of them from the helmet camera, but then also hopefully set this one down and get some shots of me going through. You can see how suspensions work and stuff like that. But we're going to see if we can't bend some stuff up. Actually, I'm going to try really hard not to bend things up. That's the goal. But knowing me in these situations, well, anyway, we'll see how it goes. I have my Garmin InReach with me in case I get hurt or break the bike so bad that I got to get help to get out. So anyway, without further ado, let's see if the 2023 300XC can do hard enduro. Guys, I am running the white map. The only things modifying this motorcycle from the way it performs, we got our TBT valving in the forks, like I showed you before, and we got an RK Tech head insert that provides a little more compression, a little bit cleaner combustion. So not super duper modified. The head should make this run about like it does at you know, sea level or close. So nothing crazy on the head. So yeah, let's go see how we can do. Oh, one other thing to mention, the gearing, just in case you don't know or haven't followed me, this is a 1450 gearing. It came 1449, so I put a 50 on it. Not really because I thought it needed to be much lower, but I just always run 50, so. I have a feeling we'll be in first gear a lot. I think I want to be over there. All right, that was pretty good. First little obstacle. right, so that was all in second. That was pretty good. I know some of you guys are like, when's the hard stuff coming? But like I said, I'm not a hard enduro guy. I'm a fourth gear kind of guy usually. Here's a little harder section. Let's see. Walk the line, see what I think might be the best. Looks like most people are just kind of going right up the middle. That actually, this line right here looks pretty good. You come over here, come up, across and over, but we'll go through the middle. That looks like a cheater line, but I know you guys that are really good at this are laughing at me right now, but that's all right. I don't mind. This is gonna be cool. Then it's gonna take it easy. Really try not to break the motorcycle. There, guys, that was a good test of the suspension and just that kind of real chundery stuff. Worked great. There we go. Hear this motor, guys, just all the low end. Again, we're at 6,000 feet, so RK Tech Head definitely helps this thing to run more like it would for you guys in Tennessee or Ohio or Oklahoma, Texas, wherever. There we go. All right, right on, guys. That's topless. Like I said, not super hard. Top part gets pretty rough there for a while, but there's not any huge, like, super scary obstacles. I think that's what keeps it on the easier list. But yeah, bike did great. Happy I had that burly skid plate on a couple times. Definitely hit some things pretty hard. Pipe still looks good. Sorry, I mean, it has dents, but those are from before. The motor was good, guys. Like, stock gearing, I liked it. It kind of kept the R's down, which keeps the traction up. And yeah, I think it did good. The suspension was great. We're using most of it, you can see. So happy about that. It never once felt dangerous. And if that's not rocky enough, I don't know what is. We're gonna go get on some rockier stuff, which I'm gonna go even slower on. So I just don't think this bike is dangerous. For all you guys who are mad at me for quote unquote attacking Jeff Slavens, first of all, lighten up, toughen up. Second of all, I've said nice things about Jeff in every one of those posts. I'm not gonna keep going here, but like, whatever. You guys need to take it easy. Or not, I don't know, I can take it. I got big shoulders. You can yell at me all you want. I will not be offended. It's no big deal. But I just want you to know that I'm trying to give you guys real, actual human experience from a guy who has a budget and a guy who cannot afford to buy all the shiny things immediately on a motorcycle. I have to ride it. Now, obviously, I've got a bunch of cool shiny stuff. That is a massive thanks to the people who gave it to me. Thank you, Bulletproof Designs. Thank you, Enduro Engineering. Thank you, G-Rip Moto Bar Ends. Thank you, Nitro Moose. Thank you, V-Moto Tires. Thank you, System Tech Racing. Thank you, XC Gear. Thank you, Moto Minded for the headlight. Thank you, True North Motos for the wiring harness. Thank you, DDC Racing for the sprocket. Yeah, thank you guys for everything. And thank you to Zach for staying late and helping me get the suspension done. Thank you to TBT Racing for having us be a dealer and certified shop. But guys, I'm a real human with normal skills, and I'm trying to give you real advice on this motorcycle. And my real advice is, if you can afford the motorcycle, do it, and then either hold off or slowly add things to it, because the thing is pretty freaking good. The suspension valving is definitely helping right now. But right now, this job on this motorcycle, including the spring and the bladder kit, is less than $1,000 if you send me forks and a shock. So less than $1,000, you can end up with some really brilliant suspension. Is it as good as, all that other stuff? Well, no. All that other stuff is definitely awesome. But is it good enough? Yeah, hell yeah it is. All right, we're gonna go back down this and go over to Die Tryin. All right, guys, down we go. That's pretty rough stuff right there, guys. The suspension is handling it pretty darn well. Again, remember, these are air forks still. Is so good. Really, I don't know, guys. It'd be hard to be just levels above this. I can see for improvement with the fork. That a spring setup would solve, but I don't know. It's pretty stinking good. That is why I like an XC, guys. Between hard trails, you can fly and feel really comfortable. My W will fly too, but it just does not feel as comfortable going fast like that. So anyway, now we are at Die Tryin rock crawler trail, extreme rock crawler. Anyway, whatever. Difficulty level 9. Again, that's rated for Jeeps, but to me, this is getting to the limit of what I enjoy doing. And I usually only ride like once a year, so you guys are going to be part of that, because it's just not my style. I like to go fast. But let's just quick check in. This bike is kicking ass out here. It's doing really, really well, without a ton of money spent on it. So yeah, well, let's just get to it. There you go, guys. This is why I don't do it that much. That's all right. Good thing I don't need a rear brake much here. Go. There we go. Whew. All right, guys, other than the brake tip, which yeah, that's bent to crap, doing pretty good. Like I said, this stuff is super hard for me, super hard, but we're making it through. I think I'm looking up here, I'm gonna go straight across up to that kind of flat spot, then turn and go up through the little thing there. Let's give it a shot.
on, you. There we go. Whew. This line looks tough. Kind of want to try it, but there's definitely an easier line right over there. Maybe I'll try over here. There we go. All right. There we go. Making it. Definitely not pretty, but we're making it. Whew. Yeah, guys. So far, all the troubles I'm having have nothing to do with this motorcycle. It grunts so low, and the suspension's soaking all this stuff up so good. The rear tire's working good, even though it's not a true gummy. But this is where you gummy tire guys are right. A good tire in this terrain really helps. Whew, but it's not what most of us ride most of the time. All right, take a little break here. I'm gonna see if I can bend that brake pedal back out to where it's not, right now it's catching on my foot, so see if I can do that. Of course, guys, this is when you break it off, but I'll see if we can coax it back down. I don't really care, except that my foot keeps hitting it. Looks annoying, but that's all right. When we get back home, we can heat it up and bend it better. All right, let's keep riding. I can say this, guys, I think I'm having more fun this time up this trail than normal. I don't know if I'm riding any better, but legs just not long enough for that one. There we go. If I get out of here without a completely ruined pipe, I'm gonna be stoked. There we go. Now she's overheating. Oh, I knew we'd get her to overheat eventually. Even with ovens in it. That means it's hot. This is where I'd like to have a fan. But I don't yet, so oh well. This section is always tough. It's like no good way right there. So you gotta go this way. And I have yet to figure out a good way to line up for it. Nope. That's not it. Yeah. That was not the way to do it. There we go. If you guys don't think this is nerve-wracking, you're crazy. That's not like that. There we go. Sometimes yeah, buddy. That's hard. Tough. One more break. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is all for you. All right, here we go. Right up that outside, up that lip. No hesitation. Woo! Yeah! There we go. We got her done. A few new dents in the pipe. Brake pedal jacked up. And scratches over there. Really happy I had these Bulletproof Designs foot pegs, rear rotor guard, axle guard. System Tech Racing front disc guard did great. Look at this thing, guys. That took a heck of a shot. Still straight. Honestly, got one big one right there. Pipe's not even that bad. So to answer your question, can a 23 300 XC do hard enduro? Yeah, even with a spode like me on it. Whew! That was awesome. I'm stoked. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish this video out right now. I just want to thank you guys for joining me. Thank you all who stay around to the end, Punk Rock Club. You know I love you more than everybody else. And all you detractors out there, or guys that hate what I'm doing, I don't care. Bring it on. Just makes me want to do it more. But to all the dirt bikers out there, I love you. Even if you don't like me, I love you because you're a dirt biker. And that makes us, at least on some level, the same. I love you. Get out, spread the gospel of two wheels, and as always, I desperately hope that what I'm doing is inspiring you guys to work on, but way more importantly, get out and maybe crash your dirt bikes!